Hello everybody, today it's round 2 of the Champions Edition Spinner Battle. In the opening round, things were so dire for Tom Steyer that he was the first one to retire. So his number 3 is out. Everybody above him moves down one number. The colors are the same, the process is the same. It's random, it's a little bit silly, but this is for everybody that finds this to be an entertaining distraction. So hopefully your pick of previous winners makes it pretty deep into this series. So the spinner is primed and ready to go. Let's do the first state. That's Alaska. Here it is. We've got number 1. That is going to be Francis Suarez, winner of the very first spinner battle, also mayor of Miami. The second state is Hawaii. They're holding 4 electoral votes, and that's number 4. That's going to be Hillary Clinton. Here comes Hillary. Next state, Washington. 12 EVs at stake. And they're going to be claimed by number 6, George Herbert Walker Bush. The next state is Oregon. There's going to be 8 more up for grabs, and they're going to be snatched by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., number 2. Next, we're going to go to California, and they're holding the most out of any state, 54. You want to see your number right here. Let's see who's going to get on the good side of the spinner. Here it is. And look at that, back to back, RFK Jr. I think that's also technically his home state. He surges well into the lead. Let's keep going. We've got Nevada. And that is number 2 again. Look at Kennedy go. He comes out of the gates with 3 consecutive states. Not easy to do with 8 candidates. Let's see if he could go for 4. We've got Idaho. Or let's see if somebody else can get in. It is somebody else. That's number 3, Jim Gilmore, former governor of Virginia. Let's do Utah. Half a dozen more. The Beehive State is coming to number 5. That's going to be John F. Kennedy. That's the other Kennedy's uncle. And that takes us down to Arizona. Got a medium chunk of votes here, 11 of them. Number 4, Hillary. She's got her second state. It's time for Big Sky Country. 4 votes. Here's the spin. Right on the line, but number 1, Francis Suarez, swipes state number 2. The next state is holding even less electoral votes. That's Wyoming. But you never know, that could be the deciding factor in the end. And that is number 3. It's going to be Jim Gilmore. That's going to take us into Colorado. We're looking at 10 votes here. We're going to give them to Hillary Clinton, number 4. How about New Mexico? They've got half of those votes. They've got 5 of them. Number 1, Francis Suarez. He's into double digits. Let's go to the Peace Garden State. That is North Dakota. 3 votes. Number 8, Lloyd Bentsen, the most recent winner. He makes his first appearance here in round 2 with 3 of them. Everybody in now except for Bob Dole, number 7. Let's do South Dakota next. And that's going to be number 3, Jim Gilmore. Let's do Nebraska at large. Couple of votes for number 8, Lloyd Bentsen. How about Nebraska's first? A single electoral vote for number 3, Jim Gilmore. Next, it's Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. And look at that, Bob Dole, he's got his first electoral vote, and it's just one of them. Next, it's Nebraska's 3rd. And that's number 1, it's Francis Suarez. That's going to take us to Bob Dole's home state of Kansas. I know Bob Dole would love to win this state, but it's going to go to number 3, Jim Gilmore. How about Oklahoma? Lucky 7. Number 7 for Bob Dole turned out to be lucky, and that's going to take us down to Texas. A whopping cash of 40 votes at stake. Bush and Bentsen might want to win this one. Here's the spin. It is number 8, Bentsen, snags his home state, and now he's in 2nd place. That's going to take us up to the 10,000 Lakes. That's Minnesota. 10 of them. Bob Dole, he's picking those up. Iowa is next. This is number 7 again, Bob Dole. He's got 3 out of 4 states. We're going to give out 10 more. Those are going to be for Missouri. And that's number 2, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He adds 10 more to his first place total. And we're going to go to Arkansas next. The natural state is going to go to number 2, Kennedy again. How about Louisiana? The Pelican State has 8 of them. Number 7, back to Bob Dole. And now we can cross the Mississippi River. We can go up north. We've got Wisconsin. They're holding 10 more EVs. Right on the line, but RFK Jr. yet again. Next, we're going to go south. It's Illinois. Here comes 19 of them. That's a lot of votes for number 3, Jim Gilmore. Next, Michigan. They've got 15 votes. Here's the spin. That's a 7, and that continues to be lucky for Bob Dole. How about Indiana? We've got 11 more. And that is number 2. That's going to be Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He stays hot. He's over 100 now. The Bluegrass State is next, Kentucky. That's a slow spin, and it's going to go to number 8, Lloyd Benson. That takes us down to the Volunteer State. That's Tennessee. And these 11 votes are coming to number 1. How about Mississippi? That's going to be the Magnolia State, and that's coming to number 4, Hillary Clinton. East, it's the Yellowhammer State of Alabama. Back-to-back states for Hillary Clinton. Now let's dip down into the sunshine. We've got 30 of them here in Florida. Huge spin. Here it is. And that is going to be 3 consecutive states for Hillary Clinton. She catches fire here in the South, and now she's in second place. So it looks like a couple of people likely to be safe for the next round. But it's all about who's on the bottom, and right now that is John F. Kennedy with just 6 out of Utah. The next state is Georgia. They've got 16 of them. Kennedy looking for that 5. And look at that. Right on cue, Kennedy more than triples his total. He's up to 22. So now that puts George H.W. Bush on the bottom. Starting to get intense. Let's do South Carolina. 9 votes for number 6. And look at that. Right back to George H.W. Bush. He's still on the bottom, but he's only down by 1. Next, it's North Carolina. The Tar Heel State. 16 votes for number 1. Francis Suarez. Now we jump up to Ohio. They've got 17 of them. Who's going to get them? Number 2, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He didn't really need him, but he's going to take him. Let's go to the Mountain State, West Virginia. 4 votes. Number 4, Hillary Clinton. The Northeast corner, Maine. At large. Couple of votes for number 3, Jim Gilmore. The next spin is Maine's 1st Congressional District. That is going to be number 1, Francis Suarez. Now let's close out Maine. Here comes District number 2. Number 2, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The next spin is the Granite State of New Hampshire. 4 votes. Number 6, that is going to be George H.W. Bush. And now we've got John F. Kennedy back on the bottom by 3. He could tie it up on the next spin, Vermont. They've got 3 of them. That's number 3, it's Jim Gilmore. The next state is New York, 28 of them. Big spin here, several are in danger of going out. Let's end the suspense, let's get to the spin. That is number 6. It's George H.W. Bush. Big cushion for him as we head down the East Coast. Kennedy trails by 19, so he's got his work cut out for him. We're going to go to the next state. It's Massachusetts. This is Kennedy's home state. Let's see if he can put up a 5. Here comes the spin. And he's done it again. Right when he needed to on his home state. He snags 11 more. He still trails Suarez and Gilmore by 8. And the next spin is going to be Connecticut. Lucky 7. Who is going to get him? Lucky number 7, Bob Dole. He snatches 7 more. Next state, Rhode Island. 4 votes. Here's the spin. Number 2, RFK Jr. And the next state is New Jersey. Let's spin it. Who's going to win it? It is almost number 5, but not quite, George H.W. Bush. That means the pressure is still on Kennedy to find 8 more votes somehow. There's only 3 at stake in the next spin. It's Delaware. Here comes the spin. It is number 5. It is coming to Kennedy. Just not quite enough. He's trailing by 5. He's got a few more cracks at it. Let's do Maryland, the old line state. 10 votes. And it's number 6. Another one for Bush. The next spin is Washington, D.C. We've got 3 of them. Big spin, number 7. It's coming to Bob Dole. 2 spins left. First, we're going to do Pennsylvania. There's more than enough votes here for Kennedy. He only needs 5, and there's 19 of them. If he gets this, then there's going to be a tie between Suarez and Gilmore. I know there's going to be people sweating it out for Kennedy in the comments. So this is intense. I'm on the edge of my seat. Let's do the spin. 19 votes. It's not going to be a 5. It's a 2 again. Kennedy, the other Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., continues to dominate. So we've reached the final spin of Virginia. If it's a 5, then we're going to do a spin-off between Suarez and Gilmore because Kennedy's going to be safe. If it's not a 5, we're actually going to say goodbye to JFK in round number 2. It also happens to be Jim Gilmore's home state, so everything is on the line right here. Is it going to be a 5? Looks like no. Again, the other Kennedy. He's going to get 13 more. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dominates round 2. He wins it with 159. Second place, George H.W. Bush with 77. Third place is Hillary Clinton with 74. And on the bottom this time, it looks like the legend, John F. Kennedy, is done. He only got 36 electoral votes. He put up Utah, Georgia, Massachusetts, and Delaware. He had a chance at the end, but he only got 3 votes there out of Delaware. It would have been neat to have a spinoff, but hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. The bad news, if you were pulling for Kennedy, is he's done. The good news is we've got another Kennedy. It's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I know it's not the same thing, but hopefully you find 1 or 2 picks here to root for or against as we go through the rest of this series. RFK Jr. really won a lot of states here, but it's all about winning the right states at the right time. And unfortunately for Kennedy, there's not going to be a second spinner conspiracy. This is it, so let me know in the comments. Are you sad to see JFK go out so early? How about the other Kennedy dominating the map? Is your pick still in it after just 2 rounds? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to help support the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. See you next time.